Hi everyone and welcome to $1 Million App Ideas. I'm Pietro Messineo, I'm an indie dev and I successfully exited some apps in the past. And that's why I feel comfortable today in giving you some suggestions or even some recommendations on how you can enlarge your app portfolio. And why not, maybe even make some millions out of it. In this new format, I'm going to unveil 3 app ideas every week. And so for each app, we're going to see what is the app about, the revenues of the last quarter, the amount of downloads that it gets, how complicated it is, and last but not least, what could be the possible selling price of the app. Today's app is an influencer simulation app. So it's a very specific app that simulates the interface of the live stream of TikTok or Instagram, and it makes you famous. Or maybe I would say infamous, because it's actually creating a lot of bots that will start to comment your live feed, and they are basically powered by ChatGPT under the hood. And that's not it actually. Taking advantage of the microphone, they are listening constantly what you're saying. And when you answer and when you ask a question, they will actually be answering you with a correct answer. Not a correct answer, but at least they will be engaged with you. For example, if you ask, hey, what's recommend me a movie, they will just answer you in the comments with some movies recommendations. All right, so this very specific app, how much money it made in the last 3 months? $249,000. And how many users? 412,000. Now, let's just stop for a second. Who is the target audience of this application? Who wants to be famous or fake famous and record the screen of a fake live streaming on TikTok or Instagram? What's the purpose of this app? I actually do not understand who can be the right target audience and what they are gonna do with that video. Anyway, let's keep moving on. And so let's see how complicated it is to make such an app. It's a 5 out of 10, and I will tell you very soon why. So the selling price of this app, as usual, is varying based on several key factors. For example, the revenue trends, the profit margins, user growth rates, market potential, and even the app sustainability. So which are, for example, the expenses that the app needs to have in order to keep working good. So usually we use a revenue multiplier that range between 3 times and 10 times the yearly revenues. And so if this app made 249,000 in the last 3 months, if we multiply it by 4, we obtain the yearly revenues, which is 996,000 roughly. And so if we apply the basic multiplier of 3 times the yearly revenues, we will obtain $2.9 million. So in case the developers of this app wants to sell it, they may make $2.9 million at most, or at least I would say, because it's the basic revenue multiplier. And so how can I make such an app? Let's see our code recipe. So first of all, we need ChatGPT under the hood because we need to generate the random messages. And that's not actually it. We need also the replay kit, which is a Apple native framework which allows you to screen record your screen. And so the usual white rocks has been replaced by how about monetization? So how this app is monetizing? Do they have subscription in-app purchases? We will see it very soon. And of course, they do have subscriptions, and not only one, they actually have 2, weekly with trial and yearly subscription. Actually, once that you skip the subscription, you also get an offer, an yearly offer with discounted price on the original yearly subscription that you saw. But that's not actually it. They also have in-app purchases, and not only one, not even 2, they have a lot of them, which they range from $0.99 to $19.99. And what are they about? Well, you can buy pack of coins that you can then reuse use in the app to buy fake people, fake live boats. So basically all of these things are not costing them anything and you are just paying money on top of it. That's insane. Anyway, let's see all the products that they do have inside their app. As you can see, all of these things are the products that they uploaded on App Store Connect as subscription and in-app purchases. And if you pay close attention, they have Famefy Premium. They have it several times, which actually means they run A/B testing. Yes, you are right. If you're following me on Twitter, you may have found out that A/B testing is one of the most important things that you should run in your app, because you can increase your revenues, not of 1 pair, 2 pair, but even of 6 times what you're currently doing. And so our usual question is, where do I get my first 1,000 of downloads? Well, it's easy peasy. You can start collaborating with some influencers on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whatever social networks you prefer. Or you can even do some cold mailing of to some blogs, explain what is the app about, sending some redeem code. Or you can even do some ASO optimizations. You can use App Figures, you can use Astro, and in this way you can rank up in App Store. But that's not actually it. You can even use Apple Search Ads Basic, for example, if you have some budget to spend in order to be promoted in App Store. The app that I analyzed today is called Famefy, Be Famous. So go check it out and understand what is the app about. So if you think that may be an opportunity to replicate, why not? Go ahead and just do a copy of it or a clone of it, or just take inspiration and improve the current app. So that wraps up our app idea of the day, and I hope that this concept sparks inspiration for your upcoming app portfolio. As usual, I want to specify that all the data that we saw related to revenues and downloads are and should actually be considered as estimates, because they come from public tools and they may not be accurate, even though I noticed that in the last few years all of this data are becoming more and more accurate. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the Discord community, follow me on Twitter, and see you at next video.